Assalamu alaikum, this is Moon Wan from Oracle Corporation, ASEAN, and you're watching me on webstudio.tv. I'm responsible for the application sales at ASEAN, Oracle. ASEAN for us consists of about 17 countries in this region, and Sage West, Pakistan being one of the countries in this region, is a very important country for us. And I've been here for the last 3 days. I've been visiting Islamabad, Lahore, Karachi, the 3 major cities that we do business in, meeting with customers and with key partners, as well as taking part in a seminar and doing this interview with CIO Pakistan. Thank you for having me. In this region, I've been here for the last 6 months and been usually working in more mature countries. I think in the mature countries, you have a situation where the customer is already heavily invested into the on-premise field. So they've invested heavily. They've done 2 million, 3 million, very large deals, implementations that takes multiple years, 2 years, 3 years, 4 or 5 years to do. And then they find themselves that they're in a position to redo that again. And so it's a vicious cycle for them. But what I'm finding here, particularly in the Sage West countries and the Sage East countries, where there's not much infrastructure yet, and we're finding that the adoption to the cloud, the openness to the cloud, is much more open than the other countries. There's not the baggage of companies having huge data centers or a lot of people who are supporting those systems, or there's not that much investment in that. So I think they're able to do the leapfrog, go straight to the cloud. So where the interest here is, I think, a lot better sometimes in some respects. The key factor is it's the lower cost. You don't have to make that huge investment up front, particularly for the hardware, the software, the implementation services. All of that is made much easier on the cloud, and it's you don't have to start off buying multiple hardware boxes. You're already provided with that. Software is already installed. The support of that is already taken care of by the vendor. So it's easy for the adoption of the cloud, and it makes it much more accelerated in terms of the customer being able to make use of the software. You don't spend time doing as-is analysis or implementation. You're actually going in and using the software, and then you wait for the vendor to make additional incremental, adjustments or improvements in the software. So I think number one is the cost, and it's the speed with which you could adopt the applications and use those. I think those are the 2 major areas that are promoting the adoption of the cloud. Number one, infrastructure. What I heard was that Pakistan as a country, even the 3G, 4G wasn't around maybe 2 years ago, 3 years ago. So the basic infrastructure to be able to do business in the cloud is recent, and we've been able to support customers even on a 3G, 4G network. So I think that's changing, but the actual data infrastructure has been a hindrance. And not just for Pakistan, but the actual question about data security, data sovereignty, where the data lies, that's a big concern for major corporations as well as financial institutions. And that's a concern for everybody, not just in Pakistan. So Pakistan is the regional headquarters for Sage West, and basically Sage West for us is Pakistan, Bangladesh, and Sri Lanka. And our strategy for the cloud in this region is actually starting with Pakistan. We have been doing business in Pakistan for 20 years. We have over 1,100 customers of Oracle in this country, and most of the major top industry conglomerates or companies are our customers. And in the application arena, we are the market leader, and we intend to take those customers of ours in the application space along with us on the ERP journey or the cloud journey. The competitive landscape that we see in Pakistan is very different from what we see in other countries or regions around the country. I think here, if Oracle focuses on what it does best, it's got, we're the only company that actually has the cloud solution for all of the areas, ERP, HCM, CX, social, and EPM. We don't see any other competitor who has that level of integrated solution in the marketplace. And I think if we were to position that correctly in Pakistan to our install base as well as the white space that we talked about, I think we'll be very successful here. So in terms of adoption so far in Pakistan, even though we've only been active in the cloud selling process, it's been maybe a year and a half, 2 years, we've penetrated more or less every industry. So telcos, we're working with them on their HR and their marketing, as well as their services, CX, customer experiences. We're also seeing penetration in the financial services sector for reporting and HR as well. We're into the public sector, we're into the manufacturing. So every industry, we're seeing adoption of one or two specific solution areas. Our main solution areas being ERP, HCM, CX, which is sales, service, marketing, social, and then EPM. So we're very delighted that we've been able to sell to the broad range of industries and also position a broad range of solutions into those industries. So the trend in cloud adoption that I see for this region as well as for Pakistan is, I guess for regionally, globally, cloud is the number one discussion topic for IT. Everybody wants to transition to the cloud, and they're working with Oracle very closely because we do have the breadth of solutions for the market. I've been in Pakistan for the last 3 days. Met with public sector in Islamabad, met with some financial institutions in Lahore, meeting with financial institutions and manufacturing companies here in Karachi. What's been interesting for me is that during the discussion, the discussions around cloud took up maybe 60-70% of that discussion. So in closing, once again, thank you for this opportunity. Oracle is very excited about this cloud journey. I think one of the challenges we have is taking our customer from on-premise to this new area of cloud. It's new to a lot of people, but Oracle is ready to help in this area. All of our salespeople in this region have been specialized, so they specialize in their particular area of expertise that you'll be able to reach out and talk to. We have partners, as I mentioned, that you could contact and discuss your cloud options. We're also helping you with transitioning some of your on-premise investments into Oracle's applications by doing a program what's called C2C, and it's customer to cloud transition programs, which our salespeople could help our customers to transition to the cloud. We're also making sure that implementations are being taken care of by assigning customer success managers who oversee some of our major projects into the cloud. So I think as you go through this cloud journey, you'll be working, hopefully you'll work with us on the solution piece that, we are very complete, and we do have the solutions to be able to take you to the cloud from any way you want to go in terms of transformally or functionally, and we'd be happy to just talk to you on this journey. What?